Welcome to Quack Co, the board game channel where every video is 10 minutes or less.
Guaranteed.
And today we're talking about Vagrantsong, specifically because I have the brand new Fox Sisters bonus expansion that will be limited release, limited edition at GenCon this year for this lovely game. Now, if you're not familiar with Vagrantsong, we are nearly through the campaign. I still need to sit down and play through a few more scenarios. Yep. This is a game that is a dungeon crawler, a boss battler style game. It's got amazing production quality. It's one of the games that I would be perfectly happy and probably will try to pick up another copy of this at Gen Con.
To give it away.
Just to give away.
Yeah.
Because it's lovely. Now the box is not very organized because I tilted it to the side.
Oh boy.
I'm a monster.
You are. No, but I just wanted to...
Oh no. Oh no! Shira, this is not how it's supposed to be. That's my game. I have to spend so long resorting all of that.
Your fault for turning it sideways.
To figure out what upgrades I have. Why did I ever turn the game sideways?
I just wanted to show them how
the video.
cool these components, these acrylic standees are fantastic.
Yeah, they really are. So there actually has already been one bonus expansion released already, and it's neat how they can put out these tiny little like pamphlet-size expansion packs.
Because you already have the components you need to get started. You have all the tokens. Any tokens that you need, they can include there in like a little punch board, and then they can include the little standees. I want to see that standee.
So we are. Is there standees?
There should be a standee.
There might be just cards. I'm not sure.
Open it up.
I'll have to see. So the cool thing is here on the channel we are, I believe, the only content creators to have a copy of this expansion. Yeah. And so over on the main channel, part of our coverage for Vagrantsong that we're working through right now is probably going to be diving in and doing a quick little gameplay of this, showcasing and showing it off. But I just wanted to shout out and highlight and talk about the expansion that we have. Now, the expansion that already exists is this bonus scenario. Talks about how you include it. It shows off who you're going to be fighting. It's called the Fool's Gold little event, and it's got a whole lot of little pieces and primes. But the Fox Sisters is going to be an expansion that actually incorporates into your actual campaign gameplay, which is another interesting part. You discover this expansion during the course of the game itself.
Oh, interesting.
They do have preloaded decks that they sent me, but what you're supposed to do is you're really supposed to start playing through the campaign, and this is a module that changes the variable.
Interesting.
Which I think is really compelling.
I want to see what's inside it.
So there's the Fox Sisters.
Yeah, that's why I think there's a miniature inside of it, because I haven't seen a miniature in this one yet.
So let's see. I don't.
I was right.
She's 100% right.
Booyah.
She's 100% right. What does it look like? Is it awesome?
Look at it.
I mean, the artwork's great.
Yeah, I like because you can see it on both sides.
It looks like a tri-headed fox nun.
Yeah, it looks like a Cerberus that is a fox.
So, this scenario booklet includes a seance track.
Seance.
Yep. Whenever the Vagrant performs a seance during the camp phase, mark off a box on the track and read the corresponding moment. If all boxes on this track are marked, seances no longer need to be tracked. It is encouraged to perform a seance first during the camp phases, as these moments may provide additional benefits at the time. Additionally, this scenario includes portrait cards, which can be used in other scenarios to keep track of Vagrant turns during the round. So a seance is where you actually spend resources to get a more powerful ability. You kind of learn a little bit about the creature that you're going to be facing next. So this plays in, oh my gosh, Shira, look at the artwork.
Yeah. I love this artwork style.
It's beautiful. So this is going to pair into that. And you summon the Vagrant, you're going to be fighting against it. I'm going to read the flavor text, like the introduction, which is a little bit of a spoiler for those of you who don't want it. But first, let's take a look at some of the cards that pop into here as well. For those of you who don't want any spoilers, you're probably not watching anymore, I assume. For those of you that love Vagrantsong, though, like I do, I just love knowing what is going to be showing up. So here we have a few different rituals. Rituals and rewards are going to be mixed in. We have a few different updates, like another ability for, it looks like, each one of our core characters. Interesting. I like that. We have a few rewards, which are going to be tied to different book elements of the game, depending on how you actually resolve. Oh, nice. And they give you cards. So this is what it was saying in the little intro.
Oh, cute.
So you can now more easily track who has actually gone and who still needs to go, because the gameplay itself is variable, which is nice. There's that flexibility, but sometimes it can be a bit confusing to know who has gone where. Yeah. This is not a playable character, for the record. You're setting him up here like you're like old man Jim, the drunken slobber god.
Who said I was setting up playable characters up there?
What are you doing?
I'm organizing.
She's just mini building now.
Yeah, there was a Kickstarter for just these acrylic standees that Alex bought for his kids, and I kind of want it.
Yeah,
now.
I mean, they're really cool. You know what those were used for? Those.
Not RPGs.
RPGs, absolutely RPGs. Okay.
I play RPGs if you get me acrylic standees to play with.
Okay. So, for those of you that want a little bit of the flavor text, here we go. Because I want to know for sure. Doesn't matter how many times you wake up in this wicked place. You'll never get that snug as a bug in a rug, warm and cozy feeling. It just ain't you and your thoughts in the wooden cage as dark as a sack of black cats. After finding your way around and snubbing your nose into a nearby table, where you are and where you've been all starts coming back. Looks like you all passed out from performing the last seance. Guess there are risks involved in trying to communicate with the lost and lingering after all. Like a fire made of leaves and a wild form in fur, 6 wide and orange eyes suddenly appear hanging above the makeshift summoning circle. 3 heads to 1 cloaked body, and despite their masks, you can't help but think that they're smiling. Made a choice, took a risk. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Their voices are raspy and connected. Hard to tell where one ends and another begins. You summoned me. Can it be? Are we free? The fur on their back begins to swirl, unfurl with each loose hair fading to fallen leaves. Trapped in our choices like corpses in coffins. They start to laugh like they just heard a lie. Untangle our riddle, one we've told often. Each car shakes to the rhythm of a different voice, or each of your souls will boil and soften. The train car windows cast brief reflections of your trembling faces, and the nearby coffins begin to rattle. Better make sense of all this and fast, before they choose which casket looks best with your names carved into them.
I did it!
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm thrilled. Let me know. What's your sense of Vagrantsong? Have you played it yet? Are you still trying to get your hands on a copy? Because it's been hard to get a hold of.
GenCon, it was sold out. I mean, last year's GenCon, it was one of the games that sold out within hours of that.
Yeah. And I think that, like, this is going to be they have just been selling what they get in stock, and it has been impossible to get your hands on. And on top of that, it's an incredible game. It's been reviewed so highly by so many members of the community. Like I said, we're playing through the full campaign, so I can do like a dedicated review on this. And this little expansion just makes me more and more excited. Seeing a publisher do bite-sized supporting content.
I love that they can just send out, like every quarter they can send out a new scenario.
You can tell they're having fun with it. Yeah. You can tell they enjoy the product that they've made.
They know their world as well. Yeah. And they have stuff to
And instead of doing like a dedicated like Vagrantsong 2 or Vagrantsong The Wind in the Wilds, like, you know, and maybe they'll do that. And I'd welcome that as well. But for now, they're like, let's give more love to the people that already love the game. Yeah. Which is cool.
I matched everybody up, and then I put all the monsters except for 3 that I had no standees for anymore. I just like the acrylic standees. No!
We'll see you next time. Thanks.
Wait, less time watching means more time playing. This was a Quackalope production.